the death of O.J. Simpson, a lot of people have been taking to social media to voice their opinions. Those of you that may be old enough to remember that trial was something that was very serious. We remember the Latasha Harland shooting back in, was it 1992, when she was shot in the back of the head, and L.A. at that time was on fire. It may have been 1991. But then we remember the Rodney King beating, where the whole world saw it. Everybody saw it. We remember that, and we remember the police getting off after the world saw it. Everybody was upset. We remember the white female judge giving the Korean woman that killed Latasha Harland's probation. We saw all of those different things, and everybody was very upset. You know what I mean? Everybody was upset. Everybody was hurt. Y'all remember this?
Emmett Till. Everybody just ready to go to war. Everybody ready to fight.
Latasha Harland was 15 when she was shot and killed by a liquor store owner, a Korean immigrant, who accused the teen of trying to steal a bottle of orange juice.
We grew up together. We only 4 months apart. So we grew up together in the same house all the way from birth till the day she passed away. So it's my sister.
Shanice Harland's Kilgore is Latasha's younger cousin.
You lived how far from this market?
Oh, roughly a half a block away.
And this would be normal to come here?
Normal to come here.
Here is now a numero uno market, but back in 1991 on Figueroa and 91st, it was Empire Liquor.
I can still see her right there where she dropped that in the front of the camera, you know, from the video. So no, I don't go in there.
Security video captured a scuffle between clerk and customer. Soon Jadu shot the teen in the back of the head, killing her. Witnesses said Harland's had cash in her hand.
To die with $2 in your hand, that lets you know that she was not that person that the media or whomever say so is what she is.
Du was convicted of voluntary manslaughter, but given probation.
So when we saw those things, you know, America was like a powder keg, especially Black America, ready to explode. And then the O.J. Simpson situation happened, and we all saw the Bronco rolling down the street. People was in an uproar. That trial was so heavy that we remember after the verdict came down, and this is what Black America looked like. Check this out.
Tight, tension was building. Just after 10 o'clock, there was silence outside. Then the verdict. They burst out into tears, they screamed, they rejoiced, as police in riot gear looked on without emotion. Many say the verdict was a message not only about Simpson's innocence, but about racism.
So after that, there was a long laundry list of things that went on. OJ ended up being sent to prison for about 8 years for some memorabilia that was stolen from him. And there was a divide where there was already a divide. See, don't let people tell you that the OJ Simpson trial caused a divide in Black America, where I'm showing you that there was already a large divide. There was a lot of people that looked like us talking down on OJ during his life and during his death. But Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco took to their platforms, Nightcap, to speak about OJ after he died. Let's listen to them.
Caitlyn Jenner tweeted. Let's take a look at the tweet. Do we have it up? We're going to have it up, Ash. Sorry for the delay, but Caitlyn Jenner tweeted, very tacky, very distasteful.
Yes.
Basically what it said was good riddance. No matter what you think of someone, Ocho, you don't celebrate someone's death.
You never do that. You never do that. You know, it's one thing about God. God don't play. You don't celebrate nobody's death. Even if you despise that person based on personal issues y'all might have gone through. Now you have to remember. Now OJ, murder, the case, he was acquitted, but obviously was tried in the civil case. Now also, again, God don't like ugly. If I'm not mistaken, sister, brother, Caitlyn Jenner, also had an issue. 2015, fatal car accident, killed somebody.
What? Hold on. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
no, she didn't. Now, everything in the OJ, people allegedly he killed Nicole Brown Simpson
yes, sir.
and Ronald Goldman.
Yes, sir.
He went on trial. 12 men and women. A jury of his peers says we don't believe he did it.
Yes, sir.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
They acquitted him. He went to trial on the civil charges. He was convicted. So you mean to tell me there's no denying that at the hands of Caitlyn Jenner, someone lost their life?
Yes,
so
sir.
how would she feel? Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't recall her spending not one day in jail.
Yes, sir.
But you say good riddance. You happy for the death. You know, God don't like, my grandma used to always say when I was a little boy, Ocho, God don't like ugly.
No.
Sometimes he don't like pretty.
Yeah.
And you better be careful.
You got to be careful because you never know your time is up. Every time we born, we all come with an expiration date. Now, we don't know what that day is, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to speed it up because the tongue is powerful. If you're going to celebrate somebody else, listen, if you're going to celebrate somebody else's death, now you got to be careful. And God can show you better than he can tell you.
Yes, absolutely.
But then you have Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith, he is not without controversy. You know, he's always, admittedly so, speaking for the corporations and speaking on behalf of them as a so-called black person. He doesn't respect black people or really care. He speaks his mind and he speaks to appease the dominant society. So he's had videos that if he was a prosecutor, at the time, OJ would be in prison. He's went out of his way. So now he says that OJ's going to get his in the afterlife. He took to getting a platform to appease the dominance, the W society, and he said this.
People believe that he committed those murders. I know that if I was on the jury, he would have been under the damn jail. I know that much. I believe he was guilty, but I don't know. I'm talking about based on the evidence that was placed before us during the trial, overseen by Judge Lancito. This is what we saw on national television, and by most accounts, you found yourself believing he was guilty as hell. And in the end, that's what this comes down to. Again, you don't want to say that devoid of a heightened level of sensitivity on this particular day towards his family, who is innocent of all of that stuff. They have nothing to do with it. They can't control his actions, but based on his actions that we all witnessed on trial over national television for months upon months at a time, by and large, the belief is he's guilty. So you're not going to hear nor see an abundance of people feeling a lot of sympathy for him today. You know, the Lord will deal with him.
And then we get to Camron and Mase. Well, we know Camron and Mase gave OJ a platform where to normalize OJ, to bring him back into the fold of society. And Camron took umbrage with Stephen A. Smith. He didn't say names, but he took umbrage and he felt disrespected by what Stephen A. Smith said. So him and Camron and Maurice Clarett took to their platforms to speak on these so-called, that speak out against our people, especially in times of death. This is what they had to say.
OJ won the trial. So when I was seeing all that shit be today, that shit pissed me off. I ain't gonna hold you. Because whether you guilty in public opinion or not, you're not guilty if you won the trial.
Yeah.
And then you get what I'm saying? So if he lost the trial, he would have never been on the show. He's on the show because he won the trial.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that shit had me on fire today. Man, niggas, you beat up Rodney King on camera. Everybody gets off. 17 cops. You ain't wondering where none of these cops is at, what they doing. They beat the shit out of nigga on TV. You ain't give a fuck. Nobody, it was on camera.
Yeah.
Everybody got acquitted. We don't know what happened to them niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas just gone. It's all good. Niggas is just gone. A lot of you motherfucking niggas, when I meet you or when I see you, if I say, what's up, Tom, Thomasina, and that's not your name, you're Uncle Tom, and that's what I'm calling you that for. Straight up. A lot of you black niggas was fucked up today and yesterday.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I said,
And when
Mase.
you're right about that, Cam, especially when it came from, people of our skin complexion, because it's not about protecting somebody of the same complexion if they're wrong. But we live in a society that celebrates. I mean, they show enamor to people that come home from jail that are guilty and they're treated innocently. And then there's a person that was innocent that we're treating guilty is totally backwards. And to think that, that he had these things to say, it was amazing just to hear. I know exactly who you're talking about. It was amazing to hear him talk like this, because you can't treat people guilty that got an innocent plea. You just can't do that. I mean, that's the world we live in.
Nigga. I'm talking about a bunch of niggas.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one person.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on the internet. So everybody was going crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't just one black person. It was black men and women.
Well, I tell you like this, I really.
So everywhere that they said this, everyone, you have the right to put Uncle Tom under their comments. Uncle Tom, no matter what network they're on, Uncle Tom, he was acquitted. And when you think about it, the only thing that he pretty much could owe is the thing that he and I want to make light of something real quick so we could kind of get that heaviness pause out of the room. But the only thing he owed was the money for the civil suit. But if you think about it, I had people that have wanted their stuff back from me, and they didn't do 9 years. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Them charges was trumped up because they didn't get him on the murder charge. So at the end of the day, they said, we're going to give you the maximum time that you could get for this particular case, talking about the case where he did go to jail and do 8 years in Las Vegas because he went to go take his property back.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of the revenge, so to speak, for him not going to jail for the murder rap. Them charges was super trumped up, and everybody know it. But they just gave him the maximum time they could give him.
Yeah, and I'm saying that because when you think of that situation, go ahead, Mo. You just go ahead.
Murder. Look, real quick. In the same state, and I'm not bringing this up because families were hurt and people were hurt too, and I'm not here to bring up people's past because everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. The same state that he got 8 years in, a football player did 160 miles in a residential, killed somebody and their dog, and got 18 months. Same state, same city.
Wow.
On a reckless homicide. Yeah, that's his name? Yeah.
Henry
and like I said, I'm not trying to throw his name back in the media or put him out there like that, but it's public information.
Yeah.
18 months. You killed somebody and their dog, got 18 months. OJ just went to get his shit back and got 8 years. So that shit is dumb obvious.
Yeah.
My bad, Mo. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. This is just to build on, and believe you me, before the show started, man, I had like 1,000 emotions. I'm not gonna front, not even gonna bullshit y'all, right? And literally the same reason, I was in a space where I was angry and pissed off at, like I was going through comments, and it didn't really bother me when white people felt how they felt towards OJ, because I got it, I understand it, right?
Yeah,
they gonna feel how they feel. It bothered me seeing black people talk shit about him. So I'll be honest with you. And it's like national media news outlets or just popular niggas, right? And I still, on a lot of levels, I still operate on penitentiary rules. I'm like, man, this dude has passed away. He's dead. If you ain't got shit positive to say, or if you feeling different about the nigga, just leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't speak on his name at all. Don't even slander him or do no bullshit. But I hate when it feels like somebody's talking for an audience that they trying to impress or shit like that. I ain't really with that shit, right?
Now, I'll conclude here where I'll say like I said in my last video, there's many of us come from different walks of life, different places as black people. We don't all think the same. We don't all operate the same. A lot of y'all can call OJ a sellout. But again, in calling OJ a sellout, what are you doing for the black cause? What are you doing? Are you out here creating single moms? Are you out here saying that you don't need a man and raising messed up kids? Are you supporting the system? How many black people have you worked with to bring about the change that you want? Are you just talking trash? All of us have some form of trauma being black in America, as James Baldwin told us. And even he had his own traumas. So we all got things that we got to work with or deal with. But again, so that's why I'm not real fast to use the coon word or Sambo word anymore as much more as I start to educate myself on us as black people in America, man. We suffer from a lot of undiagnosed traumas, man. Some that we're aware of, some that we're not aware of. But on this day, I celebrate the life of O.J. Simpson and not his death. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. Mark Furman was found to be a racist and a white supremacist and a liar in court. And it was found that he actually planted evidence. So, like, again, we've seen what happened within the systems with Latasha Harland. So many different cases, and not just in California, just across America, period. So I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man. Remember, I love y'all. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And also subscribe to my Urban Nerds channel and our 501c3 nonprofit. Make sure you guys are subscribing to that. You know, we're on the ground doing real work here in the city of Philadelphia, and we would like your support. Peace. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.